This is the call of the Paladin, to protect the weak, to bring justice to the unjust, and to vanquish evil from the darkest corners of the world. These holy warriors are equipped with plate armor so they can confront the toughest of foes, and the blessing of the light allows them to heal wounds, and, in some cases, even restore life to the dead. Perhaps one of the richest classes in Warcraft lore, Paladins are a great choice for any of the 5 currently available races. Let's take a look at what Blizzard says about the Paladins in their game guide on battle.net. Ready to serve, Paladins can defend their allies with sword and shield, or they can wield massive, two-handed weapons against their enemies. The light grants Paladins additional power against the undead and demons, ensuring that these profane beings corrupt the world no longer. Paladins are not only zealots, but also guardians of the righteous, and they bestow blessings on those the light would shine upon. The light radiates from Paladins, and worthy allies who stand near them are emboldened by its power. First, let's take a look at the Horde races capable of being these bastions of light. Until the Blood Elves came in the Burning Crusade, only the Alliance were capable of being Paladins. The Blood Elves, under the leadership of Kael'thas Sunstrider, took a Naaru prisoner and stole the light from the dying creature. Lady Liadrin would choose to be the first to receive this stolen power and create the Blood Knights. However, Kael'thas took back Muru, the captive Naaru, and drained the creature of all of its light. Lady Liadrin, shaken by the prince's treachery, traveled to Shattrath and pledged herself and her Blood Knights to Adal, another powerful Naaru. Eventually, in the events of the Sunwell raid, Muru would die, but bless the Sunwell with her final spark, thus beginning the path to redemption for the Blood Knights.
The creature Entropius, whom you were forced to destroy, was once the noble Naaru, Muru. In life, Muru channeled vast energies of light and hope. For a time, a misguided few sought to steal those energies.
Our arrogance was unpardonable. We damned one of the most noble beings of all. We may never atone for this sin.
Then fortunate it is that I have reclaimed the noble Naaru's spark from where it fell. Where faith dwells, hope is never lost, young blood elf.
Can it be?
Gaze now, mortals, upon the heart of Muru, unblemished, bathed by the light of creation, just as it was at the dawn. In time, the light and hope held within will rebirth more than this mere fount of power.
The Tauren gained Paladins during the Cataclysm and through a much less violent means than their Horde allies. Always a race to uphold balance and stability, the old Tauren cow, Epony Brightmane, suggested to the old bull, Tahu Sagewind, that the Night Elven worship of the moon can and should be balanced. She began to teach warriors to wield the power of Ansha, the name of the sun to the Tauren. Devout protectors of the Earth Mother, the Tauren believe that both Ansha and Musha, the moon, are the eyes of the Earth Mother, but that their druidic teachers, the Night Elves, may have passed on a cultural bias against the sun. With this new power, Sunwalkers were born, wielders of the light granted by the sun, and perhaps by beings that they know not of. Moving on to the Alliance, the first race we will look at is the Draenei. This is my personal favorite race and class combination from a lore perspective, so expect some bias. The Draenei are an ancient race, perhaps older than any on Azeroth, and their experience with the light is no different. The Eredar, or the now Draenei, are from a distant planet Argus, where they once built a great and powerful civilization. At some point in their history, they were visited by beings of pure light, the Naaru. The Naaru gifted the Draenei, or Eredar, with the Atamal crystals, increasing their intellect and providing universal knowledge. Years later, after the Eredar swore themselves to the Burning Legion, Velen, the leader of the Draenei, or Exiled Ones, led his people away on board the Naru vessel Oshugun. While they searched for a home, the Naru blessed the Draenei with light, giving them the power to wield it. The Naru had plans to forge them into a single, unstoppable army of the light, and the Draenei vowed to see this become a reality. Currently, the Hand of Argus, an organization of paladins or vindicators, serves as the primary military force of the Exodar, always ready to wield the light in times of need. Paladins that used to be in the Hand of Argus can now also be found in the Argent Crusade, a faction created by Tyrion Fordring. Next, we will look at both the humans and the dwarf paladins. While the humans had been using the light for years and possessing a natural affinity for it, it wasn't until after the First War that paladins existed in the ranks. The First War devastated the Northshire clerics, and Archbishop Alonzus Fowl founded a new order after the war, one where knights and clerics trained in physical combat to be able to fight the hulking orcs. In the Alonzus Chapel in Stratholme, Uther the Lightbringer became the first paladin, followed closely by Tyrion Fordring and Turalyon, and the Order of the Silver Hand, named after the Titan Watcher Tyr, was created. These holy knights were instrumental in the Second War and perhaps are the only reason human kingdoms still stand. However, during the Third War, the introduction of the plague alongside the treachery of used-to-be paladin Prince Arthas, the order began to collapse. With Uther dead and Turalyon gone, the mantle of leadership would eventually fall to Tyrion Fordring, but there was still the problem that a great many of paladins had fallen in these past conflicts. So the Order seek to rebuild their ranks and turn to their old allies, the staunch defenders, the Dwarfs of Ironforge. Now, while there isn't much for the dwarves, it is important to note that on rare occasions, some dwarves were shown to have a great gift with the light, but they never worshipped it in the same way as the humans or the Draenei. And there you have it, the lore behind the paladin for every race. While there is no best, I do think that Tauren and dwarves have the weakest lore, with Sunwalkers perhaps being better suited as a sect of sun-worshipping druids. Light in World of Warcraft is holy power, not light from the sun, but I suppose a Tauren paladin is just too damn good to pass up. And dwarves, much as monks, were taught their ways from the humans, just like most monks were taught from the panda, so their lore isn't that great either. But there you have it. If you have any other questions or you guys would like to see me expand on some other lore moments that you've heard about in this video, please be sure to like and comment, and I would love for you to subscribe for more World of Warcraft. You can also follow me on social medias, the link is in the description below, and come and join me for some streams. Go ahead and click on any of these videos and they will take you to race class combinations for every current available class in World of Warcraft. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, never give up, never surrender.